we have election of officers, and I just want to say that I started adding the years up, and I've been chair for 19 years, and I think it's time for a change. And Jake had approached me 2 years ago and saying, Art, well, someday I'd like to be chair. Can you help me? What can I do? So I worked with him. Kelly's worked with Jake, and he says he's prepared now to take on the duties of chair. The only provision is that I be vice chair. So I said, we'll work together, right, Jake?
Absolutely.
And I will take a motion.
So, Mr. Chair, with your concurrence and knowledge, I would like to make a motion to nominate Jake Butler as the new planning board chair, effective tonight through the first meeting of April 2025.
Second.
I'll second.
Okay, second by,
It was Jason.
Jason?
okay, second by Jason. Okay. I didn't, any
You're
discussion?
not used to hearing my voice say that.
I gotta get more, or Jason will get more used to it. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Abstentions, chair is affirmative, and motion carries. And Jake Butler is the official chairman. Right
Thank you,
here,
sir.
You got the gavel.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to make Mr. Rugg the vice chair.
I will second that.
Motion, second. All approved? I gotta start saying that now, I guess, huh? All in favor? Yeah.
Say aye.
Absolutely.
Aye.
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 Perfect. And I will take a motion for our secretary as Lynn.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chair.
All in favor?
Second.
Second. Second by Jason. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approved. And last but not least, I will take
And
a...
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to appoint, to have the planning board approve Jeff Penta as the assistant secretary
I'll
for
second.
the period of this meeting through the first meeting of April 2025.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Wonderful. Fantastic. We have a,
And the other thing we need to do is 2 members for the capital.
we've got to go through CIP. We have to go
CIP
through our
and
heritage and I believe
Heritage.
Southern New Hampshire.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Jeff Penta to the CIP committee.
I'll second.
I'll second. I'll second that.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, it takes a minute. Yeah, absolutely. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody? Jeff, welcome back to the CIP. I believe we need 2, right?
We need 2.
Perfect. Anybody? I'll take it if somebody wants to nominate me.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to nominate Jake Butler, yourself, as the second planning board member on the CIP committee.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Fantastic. So we've got our CIP. We need a motion for our Heritage Commission.
And I'm the only one on the Heritage Commission, and only one planning board member can be on the Heritage Commission, so.
So we'll take a
I'll
motion
take
for
a
Mr. Rugg.
motion.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to have Art Rugg represent the planning board on the Heritage Commission.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Fantastic. And last but not least is Southern New Hampshire Planning Commission.
No, those are
No?
all appointed by the,
Okay.
Council.
recommended by
A
the planning
recommendation.
board. and it
Did
goes
we
to
have a
the town.
recommendation on it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
Not tonight.
So we're all set. Wonderful. I do have a little bit I want to say before we, it's a quick meeting before we finish up here. I want to thank all you guys for your support, and ladies, for your support. It's a position that I don't take lightly. Section 3.1.1 of our rules of procedures outline the role of chairman. The chairman shall preside over all meetings and hearings, shall prepare with the assistance of the secretary an annual report, and shall perform other duties customary to the office.
Yeah, you can use my annual report for the
Thank
framework of it.
Thank you.
You get the data from Kelly.
I promise that I'll perform these duties to the absolute best of my ability. I appreciate your patience with me over the coming months as I settle into my new position here on the board. I'm confident that I'll be able to serve this board, the town of Londonderry, applicants, and residents of the public in a way that we can all be proud of. Through new leadership, it's my full intention to build upon the strong foundation that Mr. Rugg and other previous boards have created to help guide future development for the town of Londonderry. The duties of the planning board are established through New Hampshire RSA 674. Among some of these duties outlined in RSA 674 are to prepare and administer land development regulations, such as subdivision regulations and site plan regulations, and to prepare and update the town of Londonderry's master plan. Our planning and economic development's first sentence in their mission statement is the Londonderry Planning and Economic Development Department will actively work towards being the most innovative, knowledgeable, and responsive department in the state of New Hampshire. As chair of the planning board, I look forward to supporting their mission of the planning department through a thorough review of our processes and regulations to ensure that they are in line with our current objectives. The final bullet point in the Planning and Economic Development Department's mission statement is we are firmly committed to helping Londonderry achieve the goals set out in the adopted master plan. The town of Londonderry's master plan is now 11 years old. New Hampshire RSA 674 states the purpose of the master plan is to set down a clearly and practically as possible the best and most appropriate future development of the area under the jurisdiction of the planning board to aid the board in designing ordinances that result in preserving and enhancing the unique quality of life and culture of New Hampshire, and to guide the board in the performance of its other duties in a manner that achieves the principles of smart growth, sound planning, and wise resource protection. The master plan is such an important document. The old adage, failure to plan is planning to fail, could not be truer. A master plan from 2011 is not the future. And today we need a little bit clearer of a vision of what our master plan should look like, or, maybe our master plan now today is in a shape that's appropriate, but we don't know without looking into it. I have talked a little bit with Mike and Kelly, and they're gonna have a really nice presentation about our master plan in the coming weeks here, to talk about some of the stuff we have accomplished that follows our master plan, so I'm really looking forward to that. I recognize that none of this is gonna happen overnight, but the conversation certainly needs to start. So as chair, I'm committed to volunteering as much time as necessary to make sure that we take the steps in the right direction to make this happen and support our planning and economic development department. Last but not least, Mr. Rugg, I want to thank you for your relentless commitment to the town of Londonderry for so long. How many years did you say earlier? 19.
19 years as chair. I've been a planning board member for 28 years.
That is, that's institutional knowledge that cannot get replaced.
Yep.
That is something you can't replace, so I appreciate it.
I've been selectman, town council for 12 years.
So you've been around for a little
I've
bit.
been around. Got about 38 years into the town of Londonderry, which my father, my grandfather, where I grew up and everything,
Yep.
were always involved with town affairs, and they were just long-time dedicated volunteers for the town effort.
Absolutely.
New England government, local government is all pretty much volunteer, so.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to give a round of applause to Mr. Rugg. And Arthur, thank you, sir. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
appreciate
I gotta work with you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Rugg.
Yeah, and one thing to note, what I was always told, I think when I was first chair of the Board of Selectmen, is that all officer positions in the state of New Hampshire serve at will, so you could, as easily you can get voted in, you can get voted
Absolutely.
out, so.
Absolutely.
It's just the, as you put it there, the relentless effort to
Absolutely.
to do the job.
Absolutely.
And one thing I've realized, you don't please everyone, but you do please the majority. So,
Fair and reasonable, sir.
yes.
Fair and reasonable.